We live in a world where technology makes things easier, faster, and more accessible. And many of these tech advances are created by and for people with disability. At Remarkable, we know disability drives innovation. With this approach, when you empower one, you empower many. What began as an initiative of the Cerebral Palsy Alliance has grown into an unstoppable force, empowering disability tech startups by providing the training, capital, and community they need to accelerate and grow into successful businesses. So if you're searching to invest in tech, invest in something truly remarkable. Remarkable, accelerating disability tech.
I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the lands on which we're all gathered today. And for me, that's the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. I pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and we acknowledge and respect their continuing culture and contributions. And at Remarkable, we believe we are better together. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Launcher Showcase 2025. Thank you so much for joining us. My name's Emma Early, and I'm the Global Head of Programs here at Remarkable. Today, we have two Auslan interpreters joining us. There are closed captions and a live transcript available in your Zoom toolbar. And after this, we'll have a recording available with human-generated captions and transcripts. Today, our speakers will be using a combination of person-first and identity-first language, and some have chosen to share a visual description. So for our third ever launcher cohort, we had 32 teams participate, and you'll have the opportunity to hear 90-second pitches from 27 of them. And this is a world map showing the 7 operating countries of the teams: Australia, New Zealand, United States, Canada, Ecuador, Portugal, and Germany. Feel free to share where you're dialing in from in the chat today. I'm also proud to share that 58% of teams have at least one person with disability and/or neurodivergence, and 45% of teams have at least one woman or non-binary person. And we are committed to continual progress to ensure a more diverse, inclusive, and accessible program and wider ecosystem. So a bit about Launcher for those unacquainted. So Launcher supports ideas to early stage startups, making impact in the lives of people with disability. In just 8 weeks part-time, our teams focused on validation of their problem space, of their solution or product, depending on the stage of their journey. They had access to weekly masterclasses, one-on-one coaching sessions, and a community of early stage founders, as well as access to perks from our partners. And if you'd like to get started with your own innovation in disability, health and aging, and receive all of this support, you can register your interest for Launcher 2026 at remarkable.org/launcher. Now, we always say it takes a village to raise a startup, and we are incredibly grateful to these wonderful, remarkable coaches you can see on the screen here for sharing their time, energy, and expertise with each team. Thank you so, so much to our coaches. And of course, to my wonderful colleagues, Team Remarkable, thank you so much for tirelessly supporting our launcher teams. We could not do it without each of you. So we've listened to the disability community, and we've identified 7 horizons of possibility that help guide our mission. And these horizons are a way to identify and categorize areas that we believe currently need more attention and innovation. And today you'll hear 90-second pitches grouped by horizon that start to address some of these challenges and opportunities. And after the elevator pitches, I have 2 really exciting announcements, so make sure you stick around to the end. Now, for a lot of these startups, this is their first ever time pitching, and we encourage you to celebrate them in whatever way is available to you. And that could include clapping, silent applause by raising your hands and twisting them slightly, typing in the chat or using emoji reactions, or however you're able to send your encouragement their way through the screen. Okay, so let's get started. In this first section, I'm so proud to welcome 7 teams focused on promoting health and wellbeing.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Imtaz Hassan. I welcome you all to Mind Science, a startup which is addressing mental health of deaf communities. Globally, deaf individuals, despite being one of the largest disability groups, face significant challenges to mental health support due to societal exclusion and limited accessibility resources. Whereas the World Health Organization estimates that around 430 million people experience hearing loss globally, yet mental health services remain largely inaccessible to them. Mind Science, co-designed with deaf people, their caregivers, healthcare providers, and sign language interpreters, and developed a series of mental health electronic flyers and mental health video contents to empower deaf people on different mental health symptoms, self-care tips, and also this project revealed that there is a limited understanding of mental health related terminologies, which led us to develop the first Bangla mental health sign language bank in Bangladesh, where we piloted this project. We truly believe that this project has the potential to create access and to allow the deaf communities to precisely and accurately express their emotion. Like Abdullah said, working on this project showed me how vital mental health is for everyone. He also mentioned that previously they expressed emotions with just 4 words: sadness, joy, pain, and liking, and this project is now allowing them to express more and accurately. If you want to adopt these tools in your context, please reach out to us. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
Hi, I'm Elise.
And we're the founders of Baby Moves You. Did you know that 500 babies per year in Australia, or 350,000 babies worldwide, are born with cerebral palsy each year? Cerebral palsy is a physical disability that affects a person's movements, sometimes making it difficult to walk and talk. But if we detect it early enough, when babies are only a few months old, we can help with early play and goal-based therapy and parent coaching with a physiotherapist, just like myself, to improve their function.
But the problem is only 20% of babies are identified early. That's 350 babies in Australia, or almost 300,000 worldwide, that are missing out on this opportunity for early therapy. We have created Baby Moves You, an app that allows parents to film their baby's movement at home and send these videos to health professionals so they can visually review them.
And we know it works. Baby Moves has been used in over 20 studies worldwide and downloaded over 10,000 times.
But now's the time to make it available to every baby born in Australia and the world. As a biomedical engineer, I'm harnessing artificial intelligence to supercharge our app so we can automatically assess the baby's movement videos. By doing this, we can detect more babies earlier with cerebral palsy and improve their outcomes.
Hi, I'm Ed Sorich, Glare Diagnostics. Millions suffer traumatic brain injury annually, often unnoticed, especially in vulnerable groups. These injuries may not appear on scans, go untreated, and are frequently ignored. Why so, you ask? The image tells it all. White coat, strange environment, and lots of questions with no right answers. Add to this going into a scary machine that doesn't tell you whether you've had a concussion or not. At Glare, we believe every brain deserves clarity. Our portable device detects brain injury quickly and objectively using validated biomarkers, eliminating the need for subjectivity. In just 20 minutes, we can empower those affected by silent injuries, such as older individuals with memory loss, disabled patients, and young athletes, prioritising safety. Our technology brings diagnostic certainty to the bedside, the sideline, and to communities that have been left behind. Because when you can see the injury, you can treat it, you can validate it, and you can help someone reclaim their future. Thank you.
My name is Abby Bloom, and I'm the founder of My Caring Life. I was inspired by watching my sister and her family struggled for years with a child markedly different by the age of 3, diagnosed with ADHD by the age of 5, and ASD later on. They were floundering, they were overwhelmed, struggling to find the information they needed, coordinate everything. They were just like over 500,000 families in Australia today and many more overseas.
So what is My Caring Life? It's a fully functional interactive portal, not just another app. And our early customers call it a one-stop shop. A humanly curated AI-enabled tool that organizes, reduces stress, eases communication, and always meets you where you are wherever you are in your caring life. Once you register, you will have access to a personalized homepage, tailored resources, and guided support like a Swiss Army knife for navigating the complexities of caring.
Alison is a single mother who struggled to manage appointments for her 6-year-old with ASD level 3, until My Caring Life. Now she has convenient access to her contacts to arrange the appointment and can schedule it within the calendar, which will notify her on the day. Then she can stay organized by updating her to-do list. My Caring Life puts you in control, so you never have to feel overwhelmed again.
Here's our ask of all of you.
Ever since I was 5, I've dreamed of being a mad inventor, a white-haired, bushy-eyebrow grandpa tinkering on my latest creation. Hi, I'm Dylan, a white man in his 40s with red hair wearing a black shirt. Traditional learning tools don't work for me. I learn by doing, not by trawling through textbooks or the internet. By the time I find what I'm looking for, I'm too drained to build what I wanted to make. So I jot down ideas on post-it notes, in notebooks, or across countless note and task apps. But when I go back to find them, I never can. And I'm not alone. Many people, especially neurodivergent thinkers like me, struggle to keep track of their thoughts and manage tasks effectively. That's why I'm creating ThoughtPath, an AI-powered cross-platform web app. Not just a tool, but a system that manages our knowledge. It adapts to how we think, organizing info without enforcing a rigid structure. Whether it's an idea, task, note, or bookmark, ThoughtPath resurfaces the right info at the right time, so you never lose track of what matters. ThoughtPath is like a second brain, one that thinks the way you do. Help me bring ThoughtPath to life and ensure no ideas remain lost in the maze.
Meet Ellie. She's 16 years old, loves hanging out with friends, taking part in school musicals, and doing her best at school.
Ellie has cerebral palsy. One of the ways this affects her is that she can't safely eat or drink enough on her own, so she uses a feeding tube to get the rest of her nutrition. Ellie sees a dietitian to ensure she continues to thrive.
And that's where we come in. We're 2 of the 6,500 clinical dietitians working across Australia and New Zealand.
I'm Fiona Arrowsmith.
And I'm Charity Spalding. Together, we've been supporting children and adolescents with disabilities for a combined 40 years.
A critical part of our work is using nutrient analysis software to assess our clients' diets and provide personalised nutrition recommendations.
But there's a major problem. The software available today just isn't good enough.
It lacks key product data, the information is outdated, it's frustrating to use, and to top it all off, it's expensive.
Dietitians need better tools.
That's why we're building NutriCalc, a nutrient analysis platform designed by dietitians for dietitians.
Now we need a technical co-founder to help bring this vision to life.
If you're interested in building accurate, reliable and intuitive software to support clinical dietitians and improve patient care, we would love to hear from you.
Let's work together to make NutriCalc a reality.
Imagine starting your day already depleted. For many neurodivergent individuals, everyday activities like team meetings or grocery shopping can quickly become overwhelming. Each interaction, decision, and sensory experience depletes precious cognitive reserves, often leading to burnout and decision-making overwhelm. Our research within the community revealed a critical insight. While physical health tracking is common, there's a significant gap in tools that help manage cognitive energy, the essential resource that powers our daily functioning. This is where Nuvo steps in. Initially focused on reducing commute-related stress, we have evolved to address a broader mission, empowering users to understand and optimize their cognitive energy across all daily activities. Nuvo serves as your intelligent companion, using advanced AI to track energy patterns, predict potential overwhelm, and suggest personalized recovery strategies. Our visual interface makes complex energy management intuitive and actionable. With a beta launch approaching and support from Launchwick and StartSpace, we are co-founders of Nuvo, Soumya and Kuldeep, committed to transforming how neurodivergent individuals manage their cognitive energy, enabling them to thrive in all aspects of life and focus on what truly matters. We are seeking trial participants, connections to relevant organizations, and funding partners. Join us in building a future where cognitive overwhelm no longer limits potential.
Wow, what an inspiring start, right? So get comfy, settle in. This next section has 3 teams that are enhancing personal mobility, one that's innovating in recreation and inclusive play, followed by 2 startups focused on communication and sensory augmentation.
Bath time! Time for bubbles, giggles, bonding, and cries of, 5 more minutes, please, Mum. The kids don't want to get out. But some kids can't get out because of mobility issues, and sometimes it's not the child. It can be the adult who simply can't lift in or out of the bath safely anymore. Now let's look at the standard options, awkward, chunky, heavy devices, some of them not even for a bath, but some of them with eye-watering price tags. No wonder parents and carers are at their wits' end. So what now? Do we just put up with it, rope in dad every time, knock out a wall and redo the bathroom? Meet Ledger Lift, the push-button bath buddy you never knew you needed. No lifting in or out, just an automatic lower and lift, and you're laughing. It's affordable, safe, lightweight, and did I say portable? Take it with you. Set it up in seconds, press a button, you're done. And the Aussie and world markets are huge. So what are we after? We are after people who can help us bring this game changer to the families who need it most. Let's make bath time easy again for everyone.
Most prosthetics today are still handmade because they're customized items, making them costly and inefficient. On the other hand, 3D printing has clear advantages in all these areas. So, if 3D printing is so great, why is it not widely used? Catherine is a prosthetist working for an MPT clinic in Sydney. To start using 3D printed prosthetics, she's got to go through this entire process. So, let me show you how Dexora can help make this transition more efficiently. We're building an automated design platform, essentially a no-CAD tool. Prosthetists only need to input patient data, then multiple adjustable prosthetics models will be automatically generated. Then they can either choose the printing service through our platform with our partnered manufacturers or print through Dexora's 3D printers. The whole process only takes 4 to 10 minutes, significantly increase the efficiency. My co-founder is from the industry, so he always knew the problems are real. But we also conducted user interviews and surveys with 30 potential customers. We nearly finished our MVP, and we reached out to 10 potential users, and 5 of them registered to try our product. We need support in funding resources, OMP clinician resources, and sales and brand strategy. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Roberto Salamanca and I'm the CEO of Fantasy AI. At Fantasy AI, we are creating an electronic AI companion to restore lower limb mobility, and we have called our first product Vita. Vita is inspired on the testimony of several of our partner patients like Julie, Doris, and Laurie F. that have helped us to make evident a big problem in rehabilitation. The fact that it is insufficient because it is based on an idea of a one-size-fits-all solution that is really ineffective, is really costly, and the gains are really, really marginal for those that need it. Therefore, we have created Vita as an AI system that is capable of generating neurostimulation, analyzing data from the patient, and suggesting good care practices. But how does this look nowadays? Well, our first prototype is composed by a stimulator, a sensor, and an AI embedded within this circuit that is going to take muscle activation and then it's going to adapt the non-invasive stimulation according to what the AI has processed. This has led us to our first feasibility study in pediatric patients in which we're testing our device to enhance gait stability. So if this is something of your interest, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're a big group composed of different professionals and community partners that really want to make a change for those that are in need. Thank you.
Imagine being one of the world's most talented guitarists at the age of 20. You're about to tour with David Lee Roth when you're suddenly diagnosed with ALS. Well, this is what happened to my friend Jason Becker. His father created a communication board using eye movements. So I connected with this family and I proposed digitizing this system. Now, unlike traditional eye gaze keyboards, Vocalize keeps everything centered. Letters selected through simple glances with predictive text right where you need it.
This technology has changed how I connect with the world around me.
Hundreds of thousands of people worldwide with mobility limiting conditions struggle to communicate. The speech generating device market is estimated at $280 million in 2024 and is set to double by 2034, highlighting the growing demand for technologies like ours. Now, beyond communication, we're expanding Vocalize to connect with games like Wordle and AI assistants like ChatGPT. To validate this concept and make it a reality, I reached out to Dr. Jordan Ewan. As a renowned biomedical engineer, he helped get Vocalize off the ground in its initial stages. If you want to keep up with our progress and join us in making the digital world accessible to everyone, follow the links below to support our mission.
Did you know that the average person, including me right now, talks at around 150 words per minute? But for people with speech disabilities, they often just get 5 to 10. Try to imagine what that's like for a second. Your conversations tend to become much more transactional and they lose a lot of depth. Well, that's where we come in. Hi, I'm Daniel, one of the co-founders of Alec. Alec is an app that uses AI to help people with speech disabilities talk faster with less effort. With Alec, we learn about you as the user, and then we follow your conversations in real time. Then, based on a few keywords that you type, Alec will suggest full responses tailored to you and the conversation that you're having. This doesn't just speed up communication. It also helps to restore depth, flow, and personality to everyday conversation. Alec is actually available right now as a web app or on the iOS App Store, and we already have a few daily users. We are looking for more users, speech pathologists, or partner organisations to try Alec, give us feedback, and help us shape the future of assisted communication. And if you're just someone who believes in what we're doing, please share our website or our social media. Every little bit helps. Thanks, and have a good day.
Imagine not being able to access what you need, where you need it, when you need it. That's what happened when our daughter Aria needed a speech and language assessment. Right now, children are waiting 6 to 18 months, in remote communities, years, to access speech pathology services. This problem is growing, and Aria isn't the only one. 1 in 5 children experience speech and language delays. So how do we empower the parent and bridge the gap between home care and professional care? With Little Chatterbox, the parent simply records their child's speech, and within seconds the AI identifies key issues and recommends tailored play-based learning activities. And it doesn't stop there, with a key feature being adaptive learning and real-life progress tracking. We've validated, tested our assumptions, involved the user and substantiated our commercial model. We're now seeking support to develop our idea, build and bring Little Chatterbox to every child and parent. If you're ready to be part of the future of speech support, we'd love to connect. Let's close the gap and give every child a voice.
Close the gap, give everyone a choice.
Fantastic to see all of these innovations so far. Congratulations to all the launcher participants and also their coaches. I think just watching this actually kind of gives me great hope for kind of what the future is going to look like. Don't you agree? Certainly, it's been great hearing the progress that each of the projects and startups have been making over the last 2 months. When we first started Remarkable in 2016, we wanted to provide support for accelerating different technologies, and Launcher is part of the pathway of support that we provide to different startups. So we have our Launcher program here, our pre-accelerator program, really about validating those solutions. Next, we have our accelerator, which is around commercialization. And then we have Scaler, that's really about how do we scale the impact of these technologies. But what I want to alert you to is actually some of the gaps in between some of those programs. And I think that that is equally as important as the programs themselves. And so as launcher participants right now, you get to tap into the community and the ecosystem of support that we've started to introduce you to. Now, since 2016, we've been able to have a bit of impact. We've been able to support now with this cohort 164 startups and early stage projects. That equates to 378 founders, innovators, entrepreneurs. And just through Launcher in the last couple of years, we've been able to support 92 startups. And really what we're trying to do here is to see the pipeline of innovation happening. We weren't seeing enough innovation happening through impactful technology in the disability space. And we really wanted to kind of see that cadence, that number of new innovations really try and lift and pick up. But as you can see now, 194 people just through the Launcher program have been supported. But when it comes to the actual impact of all of those things, that's where it really goes off the chart. We've been able to see these startups impact over 1 million customers. They've been able to attract over $100 million in investment and other capital. This the small little drop in the ocean that we're able to kind of provide has been able to turn into a much, much larger impact. We've seen those also create jobs, and most importantly, we're seeing them create jobs that are inclusive of people with disability, either as founders or as key early team members as well. And now we're up over 100 people with disability that have been employed through these startups. So these startups are just getting going, and I believe that the best of their impact is still to come. But we couldn't do what we do through Launcher and through our other programs without our amazing partners. And I just want to briefly just say thank you to TPG Telecom Foundation, also LaunchVic have been amazing in getting behind us, and also Toyota, particularly for the Launcher program. And right now we're going to hear from just a couple of our supporters, but thank you.
Hello Launcher cohort, it's Jacqueline Brewer here, Head of TPG Telecom Foundation.
I was just popping in to say a huge congratulations to all 32 of our startups who have worked through the 8-week launcher program. You should all be so proud of what you've achieved in this time. The fact that you have come up with an idea and worked through it is a very brave and courageous move. And it's hard. So well done on getting through the program. We're also proud of you here at TPG Telecom, and we're so happy to have supported you through this process. Please keep us up to date with what you're doing and how you're going, and you can be really proud of this showcase. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Hi everyone, my name's Ellie Phillips and I'm head of startup development here at LaunchVic. On behalf of the whole team, I just wanted to say a huge congratulations on participating in the Launcher program and making it to the showcase here today. It's no easy feat taking that first step into the startup world and launching and scaling your own business. Pre-accelerator programs like Launcher play such a critical role in helping us to support and grow the startup community here in Victoria, while supporting founders like yourselves to kickstart your ideas. So I want to also take a moment to say thank you to the remarkable team for the hard work that you do behind the scenes. And for you, the founders, as you look to take the next steps post-program, make sure that you lean on the incredible support and community from that remarkable program and team. And if you're not sure where to go next or have questions about the ecosystem, my door is always open, so feel free to reach out through LinkedIn or through our office hours program that you can find on our website. Congratulations again for making it this far, and I look forward to seeing what's ahead for all of you.
Thank you so much, Pete, and Jacqueline and Ellie. We are so grateful to be partnering with you. Okay, so we are halfway. Please welcome 4 startups improving employment and community participation, followed by 3 teams focused on education and learning.
Are you open to new experiences? Do you like to explore, travel, try new things? Don't worry, it's not a pyramid scheme, and I don't want any money, but I do want a bit of your attention. The thing is, people with disabilities, they also like to explore, travel, try new things, but it can be pretty challenging, and it's probably not for the reason that you expect. The biggest barrier is not that places aren't accessible. The biggest barrier is actually that we just don't know whether places are accessible or not. So yeah, kind of shocking that in 2025, the biggest barrier to people with disabilities living their best life is simply information. Include Me is working to pull together vital inclusivity information to help people with disabilities, and I'd love for you to be part of the journey. So right now, you can get out your phone and save this link. Yeah, now? Next time you're out and about, pay attention to your surroundings. Then go to the link, fill in the form, and send me the information. I'll do the rest. Just to recap, don't send any money, save the link, fill in the form. I can promise that if everyone watching this just sends one bit of information, we can make a real world difference to the life of somebody who's living with disability.
Hi everyone, my name is Sabrina, and whenever my partner and I travel, we often expect places not to be wheelchair accessible. But recently, we've discovered some pretty cool hidden gems, like this old building right here, which actually has an accessible bathroom and shower and an elevator to the rooftop bar. We just wish there was an easy way to find and share great accessible places like that, which is why I created Access Maps, a platform to find venues that work for you. So you start with just selecting the type of place that you want to find, the access features you need, and where you want to go. You'll get results with information from other visitors or the venue itself that matches the things you're looking for. We also hire people with disabilities to verify the accuracy of the venue listings. So once confirmed, those venues earn a verified badge, so you can trust that information before you go. So, are you someone who knows a venue or council that values access? Please connect them with us. Or are you someone who loves to do Google reviews? Start reviewing with us instead to make an impact. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram or Facebook to be part of our growing community. Thank you.
We all use our brains at work, yet we don't talk about them. We talk about the weather, our coffee orders, and the shows we're binging, but when it comes to how we think and collaborate, silence. I'm Kim, and for 12 plus years I climbed the corporate ladder. And on paper I was thriving, but behind the scenes I was struggling with masking, people-pleasing and perfectionism, and then my body gave out, leaving me bedridden for nearly a year. And that's when I realised that I wasn't failing. The system was. Every brain works differently, but workplaces are still one size fits all. 91% of neurodivergent employees feel pressured to hide their differences, even though 82% believe that their differences make them better at their jobs. And that's so much wasted potential. Introducing Impact Thinkers. Think of it like a bespoke user manual that helps teams understand those differences and support each other better. It takes a strengths-based framework and removes the stigma. It personalises neurotype profiles so all of us can do our best work. It steps out an action plan for making inclusive teamwork your everyday reality. We've secured funding and are rolling this out to 120 energy sector employees in Perth, setting the stage for broader adoption. I'm asking for 5 progressive teams to book a free 15-minute Future Skills booster with me. You'll get practical, bite-sized neuro-inclusion insights and fresh ideas. Email me now to claim your spot. The workplace wasn't built for us, but together we can change that so we can all reach our full potential. We are what unites.
Hey, I'm Rochelle. I'm the founder of Unitely, and I currently appear in the bottom left-hand corner in a circle, and I have dark, long blonde hair. Imagine your career is on fire. You're smashing out goals, meetings, deadlines. You are crushing it, but then you start to experience fatigue, brain fog, endless doctor's appointments. Your body has turned on you. You're pushing through, hiding the struggle, but your team doesn't get it, and you aren't sure how to support yourself. I get it, because that was me. I was an executive at the height of my career when I faced end-stage kidney failure and an ADHD diagnosis. My workplace did not know how to support me, but I didn't even know how to support myself. And I'm not alone. 1 in 3 workers with a chronic condition will leave their job due to stress or inflexible policies. Introducing Unitely. Unitely brings fun, engaging team workshops tailored for different brains and bodies. Then we hand teams an app that's like having an inclusion expert and career coach right in their pocket. And we're also able to connect individuals with one-on-one human coaching and our AI support. We've done 100 interviews. Our app backend is ready. Content is in progress. We've got 10 paid coaching clients and meetings booked with some large corporates and startups. What we want from you, we want you to trial our platform or do a workshop with your team or let us know of an expert coach or facilitator for our content or test our app. Scan the QR code to find out more.
Imagine traveling to an unfamiliar place, not knowing what to expect. Exciting for some, but for autistic children like my daughter, it's a source of stress and anxiety. For her 9th birthday, a beach trip turned into a meltdown on a busy boardwalk. I felt helpless and responsible for not having prepared her for the situation. Determined to help, I co-founded Ella, an app that creates personalized explainers for kids. With Ella, parents instantly engage their kids by making them the main character of a story, visual schedule, or set of picture cards. Whether preparing for trips, exploring social skills, or answering questions, Ella enables parents to explain anything to their kids in seconds. No more frantically searching the web for help or overwhelming your child with too much information. Simply explore Ella's curated expert explainers or create your own in seconds. Join us in spreading the word to parents who want to help their kiddos prepare for new experiences and overcome everyday challenges. Ella is free to try at ella.kids/parents. Thank you.
Hi, I am Paul Almeida from Kinderlab in Ecuador. Did you know that globally around 15 to 20% of children suffer from a learning disability? The lack of an early diagnosis has a direct impact on their self-confidence and motivation to study, and generates emotional stress. For that reason, we are creating Kindle Lab, a neuroeducational platform to offer a personalized therapy process for children with learning disabilities. Currently, we are finalizing our MVP to be presented to 2 psychological centers that have an agreement with us to test our product and give us feedback to enhance it for our customers. We invite you to follow Kindle Lab. We are looking for partners to expand our project into Australia and other countries in the future. Thanks for your support.
Hi everyone, my name is Viviana Moura and I'm responsible for partnerships at VirtuLeap, a company working at the intersection of virtual reality and neuroscience to improve cognitive function. We focus specifically on cognitive disorders such as ADHD, such as autism, among others. Traditional brain training solutions are widely used and have shown some potential, but they seem to have limited effects. VR is the first embodied digital format that transcends these limitations to offer a more engaging experience that involves full body. Taking into account the advantages of virtual reality, we have created our brain training solution that is called Enhance VR, that consists of a series of science-based games such as the one you're seeing here. Currently, the app contains 15 games across 7 different cognitive abilities that provide engaging and fun cognitive workouts, quite like a gym for your mind. So far, we have secured $1.5 million in revenues with 2 highly awarded products in the markets and several partnerships that will enable certification as a medical device, which is our long-term goal. We are interested in bringing our products to Australia, and we are seeking partnerships for clinical validation, collaborations for grants applications, as well as clients and distributors. So reach out to us if you're interested.
Now, this is the final section of some seriously impressive elevator pitches. And to bring us home, literally and figuratively, are 7 startups building solutions for independent living.
Hi, I'm Joseph from ZeroTag, Zero Distraction Reorder Tags. For many, grocery shopping is a mental maze. James and Connor, who are visually impaired and dyslexic, rely on a $60 per hour support worker just to choose what to eat. Emma, a mom with ADHD, is pulled towards different directions by ads in-store and online, leaving her with a full basket but with only half of what she needed. Overseas, brands spend $4 billion a year on smart packaging to engage and retain customers. Australia's smart packaging is still a blue ocean market, we believe to be worth at least $20 million per annum. Among smart packaging tech, NFCs are favored by blind and neurodivergent users for being tactile and seamless, benefits that brands also love. Our team designed and engineered affordable, locally made NFCs and already sold 150 at a profit. Introducing ZeroTag Smart Reorder Tags. Tap to reorder products right where they're stored. These bespoke NFCs double as giftware, enhancing unboxing and keeping brands visible at home, beyond the packaging and away from the competition. And unlike typical NFCs, brands can update them and track user engagement. So cut the noise, keep the connection with ZeroTag.
As an occupational therapy student and support worker, I've seen how beauty routines are fundamental to dignity and quality of life. Our research revealed an unfortunate reality. 93% of people with disabilities struggled to find beauty products that they could use. They spent months frustratingly searching for something they could simply open, apply, and enjoy. Beauty is the first online database of accessible beauty products. Our mission: to take the guesswork out of finding products so you can be your most confident self. One woman we interviewed put it perfectly. Accessibility meant dignity. Dignity in providing her own self-care when she already couldn't do so many things herself. From women with cerebral palsy who struggle to twist open lipstick to visually impaired men who can't distinguish between shampoo and conditioner bottles, there's a product out there for you. The Beauty team is driven by deep empathy. We hold lived experience of neurodivergence and chronic illness. So far, we've heard from over 50 people and occupational therapists. We hope A Beauty can also be the first clinical tool of its kind. 94% of people with disabilities said that they were likely to use the website. We've built wireframes and are approaching 100 products in our database. So if you're a person with a disability, an OT, or have connections to a beauty brand, we'd love to hear from you. Join the community where beauty is truly for everyone. Thank you.
Have you ever watched your child constantly fail at something that is so simple and mundane? I see my 8-year-old struggle and lose confidence with dressing himself every day, and that breaks my heart. As a mum to a child with cerebral palsy, I know the struggle of dressing a child with disabilities. Tricky buttons, uncomfortable fabrics, and tight necklines that turn a simple daily task into a challenge. That's why I created Braveheart clothing for my son and kids like him to feel comfortable, confident, and independent in what they wear. Our adaptive clothing is designed with kids at heart and parents in mind, featuring soft, sensory-friendly fabrics, easy closures, and styles that accommodate medical needs. No more wrestling with clothes, no more sacrificing style for function, just fun, inclusive fashion that your little one will love to wear. At Braveheart Clothing, we are not just creating clothes. We give kids confidence, independence, and choice. And we give parents one less battle to fight every day. We have designed our first collection and currently looking for manufacturing partners. To all parents, mentors, and investors, please join our community and help us launch and grow. Together, let's make fashion truly inclusive for our little warriors.
Hello, I'm Fraser. I moved from the UK to New Zealand 6 years ago, and my 84-year-old mother lives alone back home. She's partially sighted, hard of hearing, and struggles to recognise people. She feels anxious about unexpected visitors. She also worries about scams. Being almost 20,000 kilometres away, I share that worry.
Unfortunately, her situation is not unusual. Many people, older adults and otherwise, either cannot or prefer not to deal with visitors at their doorstep, leading to anxiety and potential loss of independence. That's why we created SOTA, our AI guardian. Unlike current video doorbells, SOTA autonomously handles callers at the door, shielding the occupants and only alerting them or trusted contacts when needed.
Hi, I'm Lyra. I'm here to see my grandmother.
Hello, Lyra. Welcome back. I've recognized you and alerted your grandmother that you're here. Please wait a moment. Notification from SOTA. Your granddaughter Lyra is here to see you. Shall I unlock the door?
SOTA provides comprehensive records of visits for family and trusted contacts. We are currently running pilots and raising capital to fund the next step of our journey. SOTA is more than just a product. It's a mission to help people globally maintain their independence, safety, and dignity as they age or navigate disabilities. We're excited about the future. Visit intermentis.com to register your interest and be the first to know when SOTA becomes available.
Preventable disease is a global crisis, and people with a disability are hitting it the hardest. Everyday actions like how we sleep, move, eat, and socialize influence our health. Yet, the medical system ignores this until it's often too late. I left this model 3 years ago and started to redesign what effective healthcare looked like in my OT clinic. And what I saw was simple. Real change happens when strategies fit real life, and people are supported to act on those strategies between sessions. So I started to do things differently, which led me to create Life Set Go, a therapist co-pilot. allowing me to go from complex assessment into a clear treatment plan in a single session, and automating SMS follow-ups to increase accountability without me having to chase up. I've tested this in my clinic from complex disability to early intervention, and it works, improving sleep, eating, movement, and much more. And when I spoke to other occupational therapists, from juniors to seniors, everyone wanted to work in this space. And in fact, some already were, but unpaid. So they were burning out. They wanted to work in this field, but there was no feasible model to do so. Until now, we have a model and we have a market, and the time is now. I'm looking for a technical co-founder who shares this vision and would like to build LifeSafe Go together.
Our baby, Daniel, was born in 2017. The process was traumatic and left out intellectual disability. As new immigrants, we discover how confusing and stressful finding support can be. Endless phone calls, unclear options, feeling isolated, and we just wondered why. And this why became Volition, simple person-centered app designed to take the stress out of finding the right support. Like transactional and complicated platforms, do you love hiking, swimming, Felicio instantly matches you with nearby support who can share the same interest as you do. Felicio keeps everyone involved, as many people as you want involved in your care. Families, providers, support coordinators, and we are already live. NDI is registered, available on Android and iOS as well. Been privileged through Remarkable to access community of amazing people living with disability and their support network. And the response was overwhelmingly, yes, they are all ready to come aboard. It's not just an idea, we're changing lives, empowering families, simplifying cares in real life and practical ways. And now, we're seeking support to grow, improve the user experience by making Felicio accessible to every family in Australia and beyond. And Felicio, we have a saying, it's a social responsibility to take care of each other. Join us.
This is Sam, funny, outgoing, and a huge movie buff. She loves movie nights, laughing loudly at bad jokes, and sharing popcorn with friends. But every evening, Sam returns to a home filled with silence, or worse, tension or abuse from her housemates that she didn't choose. Home should feel welcoming, safe. For Sam, it just doesn't. When your home isn't right, life loses its joy. Marco Polo changes this by empowering real choice. Our platform puts the decision back into the hands of people like Sam, letting them pick housemates who share their interests and match them on a personal level. Marco Polo is a web-based platform designed by and for people with a disability. From the comfort of your couch, you can sign up, search, filter, chat, and match with ideal housemates. Think eHarmony combined with flatmates.com for people with a disability. I'm Aaron, pharmacist, neurodivergent, and co-founder. My partner Amy is an Aboriginal woman and an experienced local area coordinator. We have both seen the realities of the civil landscape firsthand. Together, we're making shared living safe and meaningful. Join us at Marco Polo and help us rewrite the story for Sam and countless others.
Ooh, fantastic. How great were they? Please join me in congratulating all of our 2025 launcher teams. I hope you're all feeling really, really proud. And thank you so much to each of you for trusting Remarkable on your startup journey. So that's it for our elevator pitches. But as I mentioned at the start, I've got a really exciting announcement to share with you all. For the first time, we introduced launcher micro grants to our cohort, and that gave them the opportunity to pitch for grant funding to support their next stage of startup growth. It was an incredibly difficult process to select from 25 impactful projects, pitching for a pool of 12,000 Australian dollars. And I'm really thrilled to announce 3 recipients of the inaugural Launcher microgrants. Drum roll. Wink Hand-Free Innovation, Life Set Go, and Mind Signs. Huge congratulations, and we can't wait to see how this accelerates your progress. Really well done to everyone. So please continue to support our launcher teams throughout their next stage of growth by connecting them to your network. Next week, we'll be sharing a blog post with recordings and handy links to each of the teams alongside their ask for support. So we've made it really simple for you to connect with them and support them. But that's it for Launcher Showcase, but don't let this be the end of our time together. Are you working on an innovation in disability, health, or ageing, or know a friend, family member, or colleague? Well, depending on the stage of the startup journey, you can express your interest in Launcher 2026 or apply to our accelerator program, which opens tomorrow, Wednesday, the 9th of April. You can head to remarkable.org for all of the information. Thank you so much for joining us today. Goodbye.